It's been about a year since we installed this all-grain rain barrel, and I just want to talk about it and how much I have loved it. We installed it initially because we wanted to collect the rain off of this covered awning in our backyard because all the water was coming off of it and just drowning the plants down here, and all the plants were not surviving the winter. So we mostly got it to save the plants and then to collect the water in a way that I could use for watering my pots and other things. And I actually had to fill it up right now because it's summertime and it didn't have enough water. It was half full, but not enough to run water. But this is where it goes into the rain barrel. It is fully sealed. It does collect a lot of debris, and I have occasionally put plants here to try to make this more decorative, but in the end, I just don't bother, and I just empty it from time to time. And then before I go show you the rest of it, on the back of it, it does have these two posts right here, and we did cut one open, so this is an overflow if needed. And I've always meant to add a hose to this, but I haven't because I usually have a hose connected to this one, especially in the winter for just constant overflow. We live in the Pacific Northwest. It rains a lot in the winter. I don't need to collect rain then, so that's what I do. But let me show you the main spigot here. Now, I let it drain out too much as I was worried this was going to fill too fast this summer with the occasional rains we had. But now I've learned that I really can just remove the hose in early to mid-spring, and then this will just work great for me without overflow. Now, here's how I usually use it. I usually just put my watering cans under it. And you'll see that it wasn't flowing very fast, and that is because the water is probably only about here. When it is fuller, it will have much faster flow, much higher pressure. That also helps me know how full it is, because once it's this full, it feels really quite full. But the one thing I really love is that this really can handle and store a lot. And I underestimated how much it could hold this summer, and I drained it a little bit too much before I removed my overflow hose this spring. And if I could go back, I would have left it more full than I did. But let me show you what I do in the wintertime. In the winter, I basically just leave this hose connected. And then whenever I feel like the rain barrel is getting too full or it's just a really rainy season, I will just leave this on completely. And then this hose, I usually tuck along the side of the cement here. And then it goes behind our barbecue. And right now it's all tucked in. And then I just let it drain into our outdoor drain that goes out to the street. So that's all I do in the winter. Pretty clean overall. Works really, really well for me. Now, I know some have been worried about this being plastic and it potentially breaking in a freeze. I would say I don't have any personal experience with this yet. It didn't get that cold last winter. We did have some snow, but we certainly didn't get to any freezing levels of concern. But that is another reason why I emptied it in the winter, is just in case I didn't want it filled with water. Though I'm not too concerned, mostly because it has openings here and with that overage in the back. So it should be able to expand as needed without damaging the rain barrel. I feel pretty confident in that, and I'm really, really happy with this rain barrel. I think you'll be as well. It looks far higher quality than it really is, since it is just plastic, but it's a beautiful build, looks really nice. I love it.